Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Cloud Sato.
Hi, everybody.
So, Cloud,
Uh,
what kind of content do you like to make?
I usually just primarily stick to gaming content right now, but in the future, I do want to get more of figure opening sort of content where I unbox figures that I have ordered or I have purchased at various different conventions.
Mm-hmm.
So for everybody, kind of get to see what, how exactly I look at everything, and how big my collection is.
Nice. So what kind of figures do you collect?
It's a large variety. It's a lot of scales. I have a statue of the blue eyes white dragon in my room.
How
Yeah,
tall is it?
but a lot of um, I'd say it's about maybe 8 inches or so, but it's very heavy on the
Hmm.
base.
Hmm. So, so do you go to a lot of conventions then?
Um, I try to go as much as I can, but it's more about I have to pick like maybe one or two I can go to every year
Hmm.
just to make sure I'm not going crazy with the spending.
Yeah. I know people they talk about like this year I'm going to cap my spending at this much money, and then they're like they drop $1,000.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but I understand that.
uh, so what
Uh,
made you what made you want to be a VTuber?
uh, I used to be a flesh tuber, but honestly, with the use of my camera and everything, it felt like it was just a little too lax. I didn't have a camera that would allow me to, just center on me, or I didn't really have a sheet flipper setup.
Mm-hmm.
That, and I didn't like the idea of having to. Uh, I don't want to have to get out of comfy clothes or anything like that before I turn on the camera and start streaming. So now with this, I can do that.
It's the dream, isn't it? Start a stream and still be in your pajamas.
Oh, absolutely. Because right now I'm literally in my pajamas right now. I've got my uh, I've got my Gamer Supps Mile High sweats on and my Zentreya Senpai Squad shirt on.
So, what was the process for creating your character?
So honestly, how it first started was I was scouring around DeviantArt.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, it's still viable today, despite a lot of the AI slap that gets on there.
Full disclosure,
There's
I basically got my start on the internet on DeviantArt. So, I did, however, leave years and years ago, way before the AI slop started. Sorry, but continue.
But believe it or not, there's still artists on there that are good
Mm-hmm.
because the original character design came from an adoptable character, not some that Saito-kun EXE
Mm-hmm.
does. They've done a lot of art of characters with Senran Kagura style, Mega Man style,
Mm-hmm.
and this character originally was one of their adoptable characters, and it just spoke to me.
Nice. So,
And I have adopted a lot of other characters from them as well that I do plan to try to use in the future if possible.
I've certainly seen a lot of adoptable stuff. I've always looked at them and I thought maybe, and I was like, nah. That's kind of always been my
Yeah,
attitude. Is I'll be like, I wonder if, and then nah. So,
yeah. This,
have you made any lore for your character?
but yes, I'm sure you see the little accessory on my left wrist down
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yep.
That is what I like to call the waifu shifter.
Hmm.
So before I came like this, I was just a regular old IT office worker. And a lot of you say this right now, be very careful where you stand because especially around tall buildings with not so strong windows,
Hmm.
because some goofus maloofus tripped and sent a vending machine out the window, and that is how I got isekai'd. I didn't get isekai via truck-kun, I got isekai by vending machine-san.
Nice.
And in the new world, I awoke looking like this, with this on my wrist.
What's your favorite moment from being a VTuber?
Uh, After I got this current design and model, having people compliment the looks of it, as well as seeing my character in different outfits that I have gotten commissioned so far, and hearing how people just enjoyed looking at my character in those outfits, it feels good.
Hmm. It does sound like fun. As of yet, I am only in the one outfit.
Yeah, because to go back towards the lore bit
Mm-hmm.
is the so far 3 different outfits I have. Colored outfits. I have waifu red, waifu blue, and waifu black
Hmm.
at this time. So if you remember, old Super Sentai Power Ranger stuff,
Yep.
there you go.
Yeah.
And I currently have a reference sheet for what is going to be the special waifu color.
Hmm. Do you think you might be able to show us any one of the different
Um,
ones, or
let's see here. I would need to open up the.
oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, no
I need to
worries.
open these up. So, and then I can send you the files so you can
I mean, if you just have a picture or something,
edit
that's
those
totally
in.
fine.
Yeah. So this one is my waifu blue outfit. I look like Chung Li.
Oh,
And let's see here. Hopefully, I can get. But yeah, I can send those files
yeah,
afterwards,
absolutely.
so you can get a sense of everything.
Nice. So, what makes you unique as a VTuber?
I'll say this. I have not seen a lot of Super Sentai Ranger themed sort of VTubers, so I want to say I feel like one of the few that does embrace that.
I will say, I have interviewed one other Super Sentai themed VTuber.
Oh goodness.
Uh, yeah, but he's a chill dude. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to air the interview yet for reasons. But yeah, it's I have met one other. Uh, so
Okay.
what?
Oh, no, go ahead.
So what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
I mean, honestly, I know everybody talks about, the dream of, Twitch partner and full-time streamer and everything like that. I hope that I'm able to interact with some of the awesome other content creators that I have either spent my young adult life watching or the past few years watching. I would love to be able to get to actually be able to interact with them and along with play games with them, like say like a Mario Party collab or anything like that.
That does sound like fun. Who is speaking of collabs? Who is a VTuber you'd love to meet, and what would you most like to talk to them about?
God, I it right now I would probably say there are two. One would have a problem because of a language barrier.
Hmm.
And that one would be Hosho Marine.
Mm-hmm.
But the one where I would not have the language barrier would be Zentreya.
Nice. And do you think that you
And
oh
sorry to answer your other question.
yep.
With Zentreya, I would love to, talk more about the technical aspects behind everything. The TTS program and everything like that, because I feel like that could work a little easier rather than me having to utilize a microphone and other program to chat, because I feel like that would work a little better, and I believe it may be less intensive on my computer.
Mm-hmm. So, what would you rather see a VTuber doing? Playing games, talking, or singing?
Really depends, because I was looking at some of the just chatting. I know Zen just opened up her first anime convention booth, and that's a cool thing to actually get to see it and dissect all that. But more often than not, I usually tend to go with playing games because there was somebody I used to watch. I don't watch him, if at all, anymore, because it's mostly devolved into only chatting streams, and those kind of get stale after a while.
So,
So that's why I pretty much don't interact anymore with them.
what do you like to do while you watch your favorite streamer?
Unfortunately, I as much as I would love to stay and be in the chat all the time, I usually am having to lurk because either I am playing something myself, or I'm doing other things while I'm at home. So as much as I would love to be able to interact and chat and watch, it doesn't happen as much as I would like it to.
So you're often kind of just like doing like housework, that kind of thing?
Either housework, catching up on a few things on other websites, like catching up on some YouTube videos or news, playing one of my probably playing one of my games like Zenless or Genshin,
Nice.
or I'm just hanging around Discord, just so but it's more that as much as I would love to be there and interact, the support is mostly what I want to do for them.
Yeah. So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
Is I would just say this: don't be fake, be yourself. And I know that sounds a little hypocritical coming from somebody who's using a voice changer, but I live in an area that is not as kind to the LGBT plus community
Mm-hmm.
as other areas. So I do want to protect myself, and I feel like that this is a step I did have to take with things that have happened recently
Mm-hmm.
here where I live. So as much as I want to, use my natural voice, I can't.
Mm. So, what was the first anime that you feel really connected with you?
I gotta think about that because that's one of those questions where you think it's an easy answer, but no, it's not. It's certainly one of the harder ones.
Well, I explain this to a lot of
Um,
guests. The reason I phrase it that way is because if you say what was the first anime you ever watched, almost everyone says Pokemon or Dragon Ball. But it's not necessarily the show that really got you into the genre because everyone was watching those things.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
Mm.
If I had, I think what really set me towards that was on vacations when I was a little kid. Sometimes I would be bad and wake up at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Mm.
Watch Adult Swim,
Mm-hmm.
and they were playing the English dub of Yu Yu Hakusho,
Nice. Nice.
and I was watching that. So that's, and I'll say this: it's probably the best 90s anime. I'm sorry, Dragon Ball, but no, you ticked off your throne. Give me Justin Cook as Yusuke, Chris Sabat Kuwabara. Give me that group. I would much rather watch that than watch Constant Screaming the anime.
Mm. Do you have a favorite character from Yu Yu Hakusho?
Oh, that is a toughie because the Team Urameshi is so good. But if I had to pick, I probably would go with Yusuke.
Mm. I was always a Hiei fan.
I mean, he is cool and all, but the tip really dissuade me from going with the main character when he's basically a complete idiot, but somehow finds a way to win.
That's a very common
But I
theme.
would say this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
I was gonna say it's a very common theme in anime where the main character is kind of an idiot.
True, but I would say this is there's a line from Dragon Age Inquisition
Hmm.
from Varric Tethras when he's talking to Blackwall about his favorite jouster or knight is scrappy sounds better than perfect. I like heroes who try their damnedest, even if they fail a lot.
Hmm.
And Yusuke tries his damnedest, and yes, he does fail. Yes, he does get hurt. He's not perfect. He's going to get the living tar kicked out of him, but he's still gonna get up and scrap.
Hmm.
It's why I say this when I look at Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded interesting at first, and it looked like that they were gonna go with making the main character sort of like Taskmaster, in which he copies his opponent's styles and forces the opponent to try to fight themselves.
Hmm.
Instead, they just turn him into basically a Gary Stu kind of character, which really ticked me off because I would go, you have a chance to make a scrappy character who fails quite often, and instead you just go with that.
Yeah,
That just feels disappointing.
if the main character just does well all the time consistently, it's not as compelling.
No, it's not as compelling, but and yet somehow I find myself drawn to Medaka Box and its main character because it's it does feel like a parody on that. It does call that out a bit.
Hmm.
And when it finally gets a little more serious, yeah, she does fail.
Mm-hmm. So, which anime had the best music?
Hmm. I'm honestly gonna say this. The one that goes with the vibes most with me
Mm-hmm.
would be the Grand Blue Dreaming series.
Mm.
Because it feels relaxed and it knows when to be completely wacky
Mm.
with all of its scenarios.
Mm.
But one of the best things I enjoy hearing is that first season intro where it just sounds so fun to hear.
Mm. Nice. Uh, if you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay as?
Uh, I probably let me. I got I got break into like there's a lot I would love to cosplay as, but I need to figure it out real quick.
You
Um,
can name a few
I
if you
would
want.
bruh. Let's see. Uh, there's Mamiji from the Dead or Alive Ninja Gaiden series.
Mm-hmm.
She's up on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say Rishia Mao from the Trail series is on there.
Mm-hmm.
And the third, probably go with Rebecca Bluegarden from Eden Zero.
Hmm. Very nice. Uh, which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
Oh, that would be Bunny Garden. That was a lot of fun to play.
Nice.
I love me my bunny girls.
Okay. I'm going to move on to the more random questions of the interview. What's a song that you can't help but
Okay.
dance to when you hear it?
I wouldn't say a song, but just about any song that's done by Dano. She just does so well. I just enjoy jamming out when I hear one of those songs.
Hmm. Nice. Uh, what's your favorite chill out movie?
I think I would go with a Goofy movie on that.
Hmm. Surprisingly, I've
Uh,
never seen that movie.
oh, you really should give it a shot. It sounds a little dumb when you think about it before you see it, but then it's it's one of those movies that you just go, this is a good story. It's a story of a single dad still wanting to be involved with his son's life. And his son is trying to be more independent.
Hmm. It's like the Danny DeVito meme. Oh my god, I get it.
It's like, oh yeah. The funny thing is before that he directed Tarzan,
Mm-hmm.
this was, I think, his first Disney movie, the director for a Goofy movie.
Hmm.
So if you enjoyed Tarzan, give this movie a shot.
I saw Tarzan at the drive-in of all places. I remember literally nothing about it except for the soundtrack, which was done by Phil Collins, and I love Phil Collins. So,
Oh yeah, that man is a treasure.
yes. Uh, anyway, what's the strongest reaction you've ever had to a movie?
Uh, I think probably the climax of Black Panther,
Hmm.
where Killmonger and T'Challa are outside the mountain watching the sunset, and Killmonger is telling T'Challa, "Don't save me. I just want to die seeing the sight that my father always told me about.
Hmm. What is something crazy you've always wanted to try doing?
um, I would maybe say skydiving,
Mm-hmm.
and yet I probably would not do it because I am kind of a coward at times, and I do have a little bit of an acrophobia.
Ah. So is it the type of thing where you would get all the way up into the plane and then you'd be up 20,000 feet in the air and then you'd say, "No, I'm not doing this."
I would look down and I would just start shaking, and I did would get so scared because there are times when I'm at hotels and I'm on a very high floor. I don't like being around the window. I don't like being around the railing.
Hmm.
It it just it just feels so daunting.
Yeah. What's something you've made that you're proud of?
Well, I think like the first thing that I actually built like from start to finish was one of my first gunpla,
Mm-hmm.
the Gundam S91 gunpla I did,
Hmm.
because when I first saw the F91 in the Dicey Warriors Gundam series of all things,
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was one of the coolest Gundams out there because it was smaller than other Gundams, and yet it packed just as much as a punch, if not even more so than most other Gundams.
Nice. I actually discovered making Gunpla this year. Uh, I have sitting next to me my first ever master grade, so I'm gonna give that a try
Oh
later
yeah,
on.
I've got one of those in my closet right now. I've got the Gundam Mark II in my closet.
Nice.
I wish I could have gotten the Zeta Gundam, but the con I went to did not have a Zeta Gundam available, and it is probably my favorite series. It's of the franchise. It's got my favorite pilot. It's probably got one of my favorite designs for a Gundam I've seen.
Nice. So, what's your favorite holiday and why?
As somebody who has actually had to start working and spent years working, usually now most holidays are it's a paid day off, and I get to chill out and relax. But so it goes for most of us that are 30 plus at this point.
Yeah, you got that right. But do you have any like ones where you get to spend the day with family? Anything like that?
I would probably say Christmas.
Gotcha. So, what's the most beautiful place you've ever seen?
Uh, I would probably go with. Now, I know this feels a little odd, but I would probably say Fishtown up in Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
where it's a little tiny town where you still have the fishmongers and everything like that, and it's just good small town vibes from the looks of it. Where everybody's doing their part for the town. It's not where, oh, this landscape looks amazing or anything like that. No, it's the community that you should be appreciating more than anything else.
It's the vibes.
Fuck, you got that right.
So, Would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
No, absolutely not. No way.
Uh,
I am incredibly socially awkward. I would not be able to do that.
hey, so am I. I met one person that I interviewed in person once, and it became very obvious that I'm much better at talking this way than I am at talking in person.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why I'm now behind a camera and behind a virtual avatar now.
So, uh, what's your earliest memory?
I would probably say, I think the earliest thing I remember is me waking up when I was a very, very little tyke, waking up, going into the living room and seeing my parents watching on TV, of all things, Batman and Robin. Yeah,
That of all the places to use of all things, that was very appropriate. Oh man.
yep.
I love how that movie in particular has earned the ire of so many Batman fans because of the plastic abs.
The
People,
bat nipples, the bat
yep,
ass.
the Bat card.
Yeah,
Oh god.
that's sort of a full gag, and the gag is dead now, of course. But that gag went on for so many years with the critic.
Um, so, what's your favorite joke?
Uh, I don't really have it. I'm not really a one that tell jokes or look up jokes or anything like that. I don't really have a favorite joke, sadly,
Do you
that I
have a
can break
favorite?
out.
Do you have like a favorite stand-up comedian maybe?
Not really. I don't really care much. I don't really watch a lot of stand-up comedy,
Hmm.
and with comedy, I'd like to act to see somebody actually try to make it funny in it.
Hmm.
Whereas a lot more often than not, I see people acting dumb for the sake of being funny, where
Yeah.
I just go, yeah, no, you're just being stupid to get a laugh when that's just so cheap.
Yeah. No. There is an art to dumb comedy, and most people do not possess it. Uh,
No, some people think one person possesses it, but at this point, no,
no.
the act is growing stale and old.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite thing you've ever cooked yourself?
As somebody who still kind of struggles a little bit with cooking,
Mm-hmm.
the one of the few things I'd make for myself would be last week or so I made I helped put start the bratwurst, and those were pretty good.
Nice. And on the other side, what's the worst thing you've ever cooked yourself?
Technically not cooking, but overnight oats. The way it happened was the oat. It was just terrible.
Well, wait, what happened? I mean, like, what? I my understand. I've never
It
made.
just I-
My understanding is that I've never made them, but my understanding was basically you just put the oats in water and just shove it in the fridge and then just wait.
uh, is the oats I was using and the brand with it. It just nothing ever really sat right. It didn't really sit right for some reason. I don't know why. Even
Huh.
after following healthy instructions, it just nothing really sat right. I was like, these are awful. It just did not go well.
Hmm. So, you find $50 in the street. What do you buy with it?
Considering my current addictions now, I would probably get a Google Play card with that, and I would just put that onto Uma.
Oh man. After starting this show,
I love my voice girls.
I developed a
I love my
theory
horse girls.
that VTubers all have a gambling addiction.
Some do. I certainly do, considering I play 2 other gacha games at the moment.
Okay. What's your favorite animal?
Considering that my family's own dogs, dogs.
Nice. I can appreciate that sentiment in particular. Uh,
Yep.
uh, so,
Though, if I were ever to have a pet,
mhm.
they'd have to be an older dog. I cannot keep up with a younger dog.
Mm. I don't think that I would. I haven't had a dog in a long time. I don't think I would be able to handle like a small dog because it would just be loud.
No.
Because I don't know why small dogs are so loud, but they seem to be.
Some are, others are too.
Hmm.
Is just give me one that's older, so I'm not having to try to housebreak it and not having to deal with
Hmm.
the puppy growing phase.
Yeah.
Let me have one that's like 4 or 5 years old. I would not want that.
So, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
I would probably say cosplay crafting.
Nice. Which decade's aesthetic vibes with you the most?
Probably go with the 90s, with how much I enjoy Endless Zone Zero and its clearly 90s inspired aesthetics.
I've never played Zenless Zone Zero, so I'd be curious to know what you meant by that. I'd have to look
So
at it.
it definitely looks retro. It definitely looks retro when you look at it, but the fact that you and the other Nai chosen sibling,
Mm-hmm.
you know, your business front is you basically run a local version of Blockbuster.
Hmm.
So that definitely feels 90s aesthetic right there.
Here, I thought that it was supposed to be a fantasy game.
It is a fantasy game.
with
You do,
Blockbuster.
you do have a hidden side, but the front facing aspect of what you do in the city is essentially Blockbuster.
I have to
You
look
rent
at
out video
this.
tapes.
I have to look at this. Uh, and I know you talked about Gunpla a bit already, but is there anything else that you collect?
Figures. Lots of figures.
Hmm. Yeah.
Currently, I'm a little over 200 plus at this moment
Where do you keep all
in
of them?
terms of how much I own. For right now, they are not. They are in a storage unit because I do not have the space at this time for them because I have other people living with me right now, so I can't
Gotcha.
bring them out storage. So I would love to bring them out, but I don't have the space right now.
And my final question of the interview: what smell reminds you of home?
I would probably say a hamburger on the grill.
Nice. That does sound nice. Yeah. Little context. It's snowing right now. So, food on the
Oh my
grill.
goodness.
And anything that reminds me of summer sounds really nice right about now.
Oh my goodness.
Well, anyway, that's all I had for this interview. Thank you very much for coming out today. I do appreciate it a lot.
Of
And
course.
and if anyone in the audience is well, first of all, I hope you enjoyed the show. But second of all, you can find links to all of Cloud's various socials in the description to this video, as well as in the side chat. Thank you very much. And with that, I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Cloud Sato. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.